Why would anyone willingly pay $695 for a credit card? You open your statement, and there it is. A charge that is bigger than a new smartphone or a round-trip flight. The initial reaction is almost always sticker shock. It feels like a mistake. It feels like a loss. My own friends have called me, bewildered, asking if I have lost my mind for keeping cards with such high fees. They see a single large debit on their account and immediately think about closing the card. This immediate gut-level reaction is completely normal. However, what if I told you that paying that fee was a deliberate, calculated financial decision? What if that $695 charge actually unlocked more than $695 in real, tangible value throughout the year? Premium credit cards are not just about the privilege of paying a high fee. They are structured as a package of benefits, credits, and perks. The annual fee is simply the price of admission to access that package. Before we dive into the numbers, it is crucial to understand why that annual fee feels so bad. There is a powerful psychological principle at play here. It is called loss aversion. In simple terms, loss aversion means that the pain of losing something is psychologically about twice as powerful as the pleasure of gaining something of equal value. For example, the sting you feel from losing a $100 bill is far more intense than the joy you feel from finding a $100 bill. This is a fundamental part of human nature. Our brains are hardwired to avoid losses more than they are wired to seek out equivalent gains. This cognitive bias directly impacts how we perceive credit card fees. When you see a $95 charge on your statement or a $695 charge, your brain registers it as a direct loss. It is money leaving your account. It hurts. The benefits, on the other hand, often come back to you in small, incremental ways. These gains do not arrive in a single, satisfying lump sum. Because they are spread out and less tangible, their positive emotional impact is diminished. Your brain does not weigh a year's worth of small perks as heavily as it weighs the single, sharp pain of the annual fee. Understanding this psychological trap is the first step toward making a smarter decision. Your feelings are valid, but they are not the best tool for financial analysis. Relying on your gut reaction to the fee will almost always lead you to believe that the card is not worth it. The fee is a guaranteed, upfront pain point. The benefits are future, potential pleasures. Our brains are naturally programmed to prioritize avoiding the immediate pain. This is why so many people impulsively cancel a card the moment the annual fee posts, without ever sitting down to do a proper evaluation. Therefore, we must consciously set our feelings aside. We have to make a deliberate choice to ignore the sting of loss aversion and focus on the objective data. To fight back against our emotional biases, we need a simple, logical tool. I call this tool the effective annual fee formula. This is the core of the decision-making process. It cuts through the noise and tells you the real out-of-pocket cost of holding a credit card. The formula is simple. Write it down on a napkin. Effective annual fee minus total value of credits and perks. Annual fee, the big scary number the bank charges once a year. This is your starting point. Total value of credits and perks is the sum of money you get back or save. Annual travel credits, monthly dining credits, statement credits for Uber or streaming, free checked bags, airport lounge access. You add up the value of everything you actually use. Then, you subtract this total value from the initial annual fee. The result is your effective annual fee. If your effective annual fee is a positive number, like $45, that is the real cost of keeping the card. If the number is negative, for example, negative $25, it means the card is actually putting money back into your pocket. A negative effective annual fee is the ultimate goal for any premium cardholder. Be disciplined and brutally honest about which credits and perks you will actually use. If you would never shop at a luxury brand, you cannot count that credit. The formula is only as accurate as the inputs you provide. We will cover this later with a rule I call the keeper test. For now, remember the goal. Calculate the true cost to you, not the bank's advertised maximum. Let us grab a piece of paper and a calculator. It is time to do the math and see if that big, scary fee is actually one of the smartest financial moves you can make this year. Let us put this formula into practice with a common example, a popular mid-tier travel credit card. These cards typically have an annual fee in the range of $95 to $150. They are designed to be an entry point into the world of travel rewards, offering a balance of accessible benefits without the intimidating fee of a premium card. Imagine we are looking at a card with a straightforward $95 annual fee. This is the first number we plug into our equation. At first glance, paying nearly $100 just to have a piece of plastic might seem like a poor deal, especially when so many no-fee cards are available. Now, we look for the credits. A common feature on these cards is a simple, easy-to-use travel credit. Let us say this card offers a $50 credit each year that can be applied to hotel bookings made through the card's travel portal. If you are someone who typically books at least one hotel stay a year, this credit is as good as cash. You are going to spend that money anyway. So we can subtract this from the annual fee. The math is simple: $95 annual fee minus $50 hotel credit. This gives us an effective annual fee of $45. Perhaps this card earns 3 points per dollar on dining, while a no-fee card only earns 1 point per dollar. If you spend $5,000 on dining in a year, this card would earn you 15,000 points, whereas a no-fee card would only earn 5,000. That is an extra 10,000 points. The value of points can vary, but a conservative and widely used valuation is 1 cent per point. At that rate, your extra 10,000 points are worth $100. Case Study 2. The $695 Premium Card Breakdown. Now let us tackle the big one. The premium travel card with a staggering $695 annual fee. This is the fee that causes the most sticker shock, but it is also the type of card that often provides the most potential for positive value. These cards are loaded with a long list of credits and benefits designed to offset the high cost. The key is that they are typically targeted at frequent travelers and high spenders who can naturally use these perks. Let's break down a hypothetical but realistic example. Our starting point is the annual fee, $695. It looks intimidating, but we will chip away at it piece by piece. First, we identify the major statement credits. Broad annual travel credit, $300, applies to flights, hotels, and rental cars. Next, airline fee credit, $200 per year, covers checked bags and seat selection fees. Monthly lifestyle credits, $20 per month digital entertainment, $240 per year, $15 per month rideshare, $180 per year. Let's add up the value of these credits, assuming you use them naturally. Total equals $920. Now we apply our formula. Effective annual fee equals $695 minus $920 in total credits. The result is negative $225. In this scenario, the bank is literally paying you $225 to hold their card. This does not even account for other valuable perks like airport lounge access, hotel elite status, and enhanced travel insurance protections. This example clearly illustrates the principle. The high annual fee acts as a filter. It is designed to be unattractive to people who will not use the benefits. But for the right person, someone who travels frequently, pays for checked bags, uses rideshare, subscribes to streaming services, the card becomes a money-making machine. If the match is good, the fee becomes irrelevant. You are simply prepaying for services you would have bought anyway. And the bank is giving you a massive discount, and a profit for doing so. The Keeper Test. Your rule for honest math. The case studies we just went through rely on one critically important assumption: that you are actually using the credits on things you would have purchased anyway. This is where many people go wrong. They see a long list of benefits and add them all up, creating a falsely optimistic calculation. Use the Keeper Test to avoid this pitfall. The rule is simple and non-negotiable. Only count a credit or perk if you would have spent that money without the card. If a benefit makes you change behavior or spend extra, its value is zero. $240 digital entertainment credit. If you already subscribe and pay $20 a month, count it. If you do not use those services, do not subscribe just to redeem the credit. $100 store credit. If you never shop there, you cannot count it. Buying just to use a credit is a classic mental trap. Ask yourself, would I make this exact purchase without the card's credit? If yes, subtract its value from the annual fee. If no or maybe, value equals 0. Assign conservative dollar values only to benefits that pass your test. That gives you a true effective annual fee, not an inflated best-case number. It is the most important step. The power of a phone call. How to ask for a retention offer. Let's say you have done the math, applied the keeper test, and your effective annual fee still looks positive. Before you cancel or downgrade, take one more crucial step. Call the bank and ask for a retention offer. You can say, "Hi, my annual fee just posted, and I am calling to review my account. I am finding it hard to justify the $695 fee this year, and I am considering closing my card. Before I do, are there any retention offers available that might make it easier to keep it another year?" Banks spend heavily to acquire customers. That short 5-minute call can tip the scales. Evaluate any offer like a credit and update your math. Making the final decision. Your annual card review. It's cyclical. Do it every year, about a month before the annual fee posts. Start by logging into your account. Refamiliarize with the current benefits list. Banks may add, remove, or change perks. Next, do the math with the effective annual fee formula and apply the keeper test. If the math shows a clear winner, keep. If not, make the retention call, then downgrade or cancel if needed. Here at CardVantage, we upload new money-saving strategies every Thursday. Conclusion. Is it worth it for you? In the end, the question of whether a $95 annual fee is worth it or whether a $695 annual fee is worth it has a very personal answer. There is no universally correct choice. A premium card that delivers hundreds of dollars in net value to a frequent flyer can be a complete waste of money for someone who rarely travels. The key is to stop thinking about the fee in isolation and start thinking about the entire value proposition. You must shift your mindset from seeing the fee as a simple expense to seeing it as the cost of entry for a suite of benefits. The only thing that matters is whether you can use those benefits to come out ahead. The framework we have discussed gives you the power to answer this question for yourself. It starts with acknowledging the psychology of loss aversion and committing to a numbers-first approach. Put together, annual fee minus credits and perks used. That formula cuts through the marketing and gives you a single, honest number, paired with the discipline of the keeper test, which ensures you only count value you would have spent anyway. Do not forget the power of a simple phone call. Before you ever cancel a card, always ask for a retention offer. That single action can often transform a losing proposition into a winning one. By conducting this review annually for every card in your wallet, you ensure that you are never paying for perks you do not use. You take control, making the banks work for your loyalty and your business. The goal is to curate a collection of cards where every single one serves a specific purpose and provides a positive return for your financial life. So, I encourage you to take action. Pull out your credit card statements this week, identify the cards with annual fees, and run the numbers for yourself. It might take 30 minutes, but it could save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars over the long run. Use the formula, be honest with the keeper test, and make the decision that is right for you. Now, I would love to hear from you. Head down to the comments and tell us, what is the highest annual fee you have ever paid? And after doing the math, did you decide to keep the card? Do not forget to subscribe for more tips. Disclaimer. This essay is intended for informational and educational purposes only. It is not financial advice. The benefits, fees, and terms of credit card products change frequently. Always review the issuer's official terms and conditions before applying for or making decisions about a financial product.